How you doing, Sam Massey?
Sam,
Attorney at
Sue
law.
Suma, Zincit representative.
It's very nice to meet you.
Yes, nice to
meet
get with you today. Appreciate your time today.
So I guess we got an interesting proposal for this this drug. I would have to say that my client, is very, adamant about seeing the FDA, get this approved as a drug.
Yes,
and
yes,
get in the market.
and we're excited about that as well. Knowing that he wants to stand behind his product. Hopefully, we can partnership together and make that happen. We, as you know from our proposals, that we're willing to go ahead and spend the time and the money to pursue that FDA approval. One of the pieces of information I do want to share with you is our internal research and our history and experience with the FDA. Mr. Hassan's his product may not make the approval. It's a 1 in 10 chance that the FDA will approve it. So our proposals took that into consideration, along with the investment of approximately $10 million that we're going to put into that, pursuing that FDA proposal.
Mm-hmm.
Or I'm sorry, the FDA approval. So I'm hoping today that maybe we can come to an agreement that.
And from what we have talked about, we're looking at package B as being the upfront package that we feel pretty strongly about. We feel that obviously we could have got that same amount of money up front going with Zums, which obviously is out of the picture at this point, but moves forward. That $15 million bonus is really where my client would like to be.
Okay.
And I think that would be a great deal for us.
Understood. From a Zincit perspective, very much appreciate and respect where your client's coming from, where you're coming from. However, because we're at the 1 in 10% FDA, our profits are really are hinging on that FDA approval.
Honestly, for what my client could have gotten up front, obviously, to begin with, I think the $20 million is definitely a firm number for us in the get-go for the upfront number.
So
he's pretty confident in his drug. I mean, it's worked, for some of the, and there's obviously an article that was written up through the,
True. So he's got a high level of confidence. He's got his data behind that product, which of course is why we're sitting here today, losing this conversation. I'm willing to up the ante to 17 mil cash up front, 15 mil bonus. That gets the FDA approval. We could have the paperwork done later this afternoon if you have the time.
I still think the upfront money is going to have to be around that 20 mil, and I only say that
FDA 10 million that we're expecting to spend there. There's all those other costs that come into play with that whole process. So I would like to toss out at you guys 25 mil cash up front. We may or may not get FDA approval. He sells us the rights to his product. He's walking away with 25 cash. We can make it happen today.
As an alternative, I would say the upfront is tempting because I know he's very comfortable forward. And
after we commit some dollars and effort and money, because FDA approval just doesn't happen overnight.
Right, and
so
understood.
we may not. Understood. We're not going to see those rewards for probably a pretty significant period of time.
True.
Again, your client could have $25 million in the bank tomorrow, and then the rest is in our hands.
True.
We get the FDA approval. Yes, we make the profits of that FDA approval. We don't. We've invested $10 million. And we're sitting with a product that is not really useful to us at that point in time. Again, as I acknowledged earlier, fair enough. I mean, he did his work. He did his due diligence. He's got his passion towards the FDA approval. At the end of the day, I have to be operating on the best interest of our company. So
understood.
And it might sound or feel this way to you, like I'm dancing around, but we'll do the 20 mil up front. That's an even Steven than what his other offer was.
Okay.
And we are still going to invest that money to get FDA approval. We're able to reiterated that there's a level of confidence in your client, your client's perspective. There's a level of confidence there. At that, at the 20 mil, 20 mil up front, 10 mil backside when it's approved, or if it's approved, he still gets his 20 million if it's not approved up front. So he's coming out breaking even on his original conversations.
True. And obviously, if the FDA does approve the drug, it's
Then he gets an additional
so
10
that's
mil.
package C you're looking at.
Correct.
True. I think we have a deal. I think my
20
client
mil
will
up
go
front?
with package C.
Excellent. Let's do the
Super,
paperwork
sir.
and make this happen for your client.
Thank you.
Your time.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate all your time.
All right.